everybody. Hey, how's everybody doing? It's nearly Christmas. Woohoo! Is everybody getting excited? I know that I am, and I'm also feeling pretty smug, as I'm pretty much sorted now on all of the Christmas stuff. It's just my food shopping to do, so that is brilliant for me because it's not something I normally do, get organised so much like that. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing at the moment? Just pop me a note in if you are here live. Just drop me a hey. Hey Natalie, nice to see you here. Let's give you a wave there. Lovely to see you here. Pop a note in the comments to let me know that you're here. And if you're catching up on replay later, just put hashtag replay as well. So hi, brilliant, lovely to see you here. So I don't know about you, but it's all pretty hectic, isn't it, at the moment? And I am just putting all the finishing touches on my programmes because I've got a really full-on January actually with running everything going on right now. So I'm kind of hoping for a little bit of a break next week for Christmas week, yes, before all the madness starts again. So pop in the comments there, what's everybody doing over the next couple of days? Are you winding down, or are you still sort of full on at the moment, still hectic and running around doing so many things? So today's live. Hi Maria, nice to see you here. I think really what I was looking at today is, as we're sort of coming to the end of the year, and we're all reviewing how the year has been before we start, planning our 2020. And actually, as we're coming to that end of year, it's also a time for reflection, isn't it? It's a really good time for us to let go of things and actually forgive. Because I suppose really, many people say that sorry is one of the kind of the hardest things to do, but actually it's saying goodbye or letting go of things that is usually harder. Because I don't know about you, but we've all been hurt, haven't we? We've all been hurt in the past. Hi Jules, hi Rachel, nice to see you here. Just drop a hey in the comments, and I know that I can actually see those comments there. We've all been hurt, haven't we? We've all been hurt by another person at some point or another. Whether that's an old boyfriend that's cheated on us, or relationship problems leading to sort of broken hearts, or even things like somebody's lied to you, or being treated badly at work, or I don't know about you, someone taking credit for work that we've done, or mean bosses, somebody's made you cry, friends who have said some sort of nasty comments to you and things, or a teacher, you could even go back to say, a teacher who's embarrassed you. That all of us have had things happen in the past. And the reality is that, anger, resentment, and even wanting revenge can really waste valuable energy that we've got inside of us that we can just use so much better for us. It really does drain our energy. And actually the reality is that it's only you that continues to be hurt. It's only you that continues to be hurt from holding on to things from the past. It clouds your now, it clouds your present moment. Anything you've invested a significant amount of energy in, or continue to invest that significant energy in, uses up your precious life force. Now, you can't actually move forward in life and create a sort of a healthy body and mind if you're living with that guilt, that resentment, or that regret, the things that have happened. They can actually dominate your perception of everything and everyone. It can affect your enjoyment of life. If you're, looking for a relationship, but you're still holding on to all of the stuff that's happened in the past, it can actually affect your ability to have that relationship. And also it can make us ill. It can actually make us physically ill as well. And actually, Jake, hi Jake, nice to see you here. Nelson Mandela actually said that resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. And that's a pretty big statement, isn't it? But whilst pain, having pain that happens at the time is also, is all very sort of normal for us. A lot of the time we just carry it around for much longer than we really should do. Hi Heidi, lovely to see you here. How many people, just pop something in the comments there, are kind of carrying stuff around from the past. It almost like a kind of a ball and chain around your ankles, weighing you down. Just pop a note in there if anybody thinks that they are still holding on to any regrets or any sort of negative feelings that they can actually see is actually stopping them from moving forward. Because actually, if you're clinging on to those negative feelings and the stuff from the past, it stops you from growing. It stops you from moving forward in your life. So who's been held back from stuff? Who's been held back from things that have happened in the past? Is there someone or something that you need to forgive to move forward in your life? Just pop a note in the comments there, because I'm going to really task you today with letting it go. Just letting it all go, because we actually need to let it go and instead come from a place of love and forgiveness. We need to just let go of that past and really embrace sort of our future so that we can change our life for the better now. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It really isn't easy. In fact, actually, letting go and forgiving is one of the hardest things to do. Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Natalie. It is. There's only you that actually, by holding on to this stuff, it's only you that can be affected. Because, by sort of forgiving someone, it doesn't erase the past. It doesn't let you forget what's happened. It doesn't even mean the other person is going to change their behaviour, because you just can't control that. The chances are you're never actually going to get that apology or even the acknowledgement from that other person that they've hurt you at all. So the only thing that you've got control over is how you feel about that experience. So again, it's not about condoning their actions or even to trust them again, It's not about that. You are letting go of the anger and the pain and moving on to a better place. Because what that really means is this letting go is for you. It's for you, it's not for them. Because if your life, it's your life, if you like, that is getting harmed by holding on to these bad feelings. So, letting it go and sort of forgiving, no matter how hard it is to do it, it actually leads to peace and calmness within you. Things don't happen for no reason. They are there, they happen to teach us something. There's pure gold in everything that we experience. And first we need to actually acknowledge them. One of the NLP presuppositions, one of the ones that I really, really love. Oh, hi Cam, lovely to see you here. Hi. Cam knows all about these presuppositions here because she's one of my NLP practitioners. Hi Cam, nice to see you here. So one of my favourite NLP presuppositions is that everyone is doing the best they can with the resources they have available at that time. And I think that's a really great reminder for us all, because actually if we could have done better, we would have done better with the resources we had there. Hindsight's a great thing, isn't it? If you've had, something's happened in your childhood with your parents and things, you don't get parents kind of, waking up thinking, oh, how can we screw the kids' lives even more today? They're just doing the best they can to be great parents. But, maybe they've got their own issues, old wounds that they've got. Maybe there's a lack of knowledge or skills on their part. And then all that comes in the behaviours that actually hurt us. It's not personal to you. They would have, or you would have done the same things if you would have been in their shoes at that moment in time. It's the same for everyone else. So actually, to be able to move forward in your life, to kind of consciously manifest the life that you want and have that great, a great life and guilt-free life, you've got to have a strong foundation. And part of that comes from sort of mentally and emotionally decluttering your life, getting rid of stuff that is just not useful for you anymore. So I think the first thing really is to kind of acknowledge that you've got these negative feelings and then commit to letting them go. You're not going to just do it in a second. It's not going to be something that you can just go, right, I've forgiven and moving on, and it all happens. It might not be even in a day or anything like that. It does take time to get over some things. So the first step there, just acknowledge it and commit to making that change. Because you're there, you're sort of recognising then that the pain, the pain is hurting you, and it's actually stopping you do something. So that's number one there, is to think about that. Then also maybe think about the pros and cons of what this problem's doing for you. How is this pain or this holding on to this, either this regret or these issues from the past, how is that affecting you? Does it affect your relationships? Does it affect the relationship you have with that person, with others? Does it stop you moving forward? And then think about the benefits of actually forgiving. Even if you don't kind of sort of believing it, think about if it makes you happier and you're free from the past, and then things are improving in your life, isn't that worth a shot? Isn't that worth a go at doing? Because you've got a choice in this. You can't control the actions of other people, and you shouldn't actually try to do that. But you can control not only your actions, but also your thoughts. You can stop reliving that hurt. You can stop going over and over it again. You can choose to move on. You've got that power, and you can choose how to actually exercise it. You may also want to think about, what part you played in it. Were you responsible for anything in that situation, for what has happened? Is there something you can do to sort of stop that happening again in the future? So this isn't about then suddenly going, right, I'm now taking on all of the blame. But it's just actually realising that we're not a passenger on the bus of our life. We're not a victim. We are the one in control of it. So being responsible helps you with that. It helps you then take control. I'm also going to sort of suggest to you to focus on the present. Because when we can't forgive, we are not only not living in the present, we're actually putting more importance on the past. The good old days. So now that you've actually reflected on the past, realise that it's gone. The past is over. It's not happening anymore, except in your mind if you're reliving it over and over. And it's that causes the problems. It brings you that stress, it brings you that unhappiness. So bring your focus back to the present. What are you doing right now? Apart from watching this live, what are you doing right now? What joy can you find in what is happening right now? Find the joy in life as it happens, so you're not reliving the past. And also, finally now, we're going to look at forgiving the other person. So you can allow yourself now, give yourself permission to let it go and be happy, so you can move on. Feel empathy for that person. Wish them happiness in return. Let it go, let it all go. And also, I want you to think about forgiving yourself, because this is a really important one. We really can berate ourselves sometimes, can't we? And really kind of, by holding on to things, we actually penalise ourselves. So it's time for some self-forgiveness now. Stop beating yourself up for your past mistakes, things that, may have happened 5, 10, or even 20 years ago. Let those go now. Let those go. And, really just sort of, embrace that. Nobody is 100% perfect, are they? So learn from those situations and then just let them go. Because remember, just holding on to any of that negativity is only hurting you. It's just draining your own energy, whether that's directed at yourself or directed at other people. So now I've got some really simple sort of ideas for you to try to sort of start this forgiveness process now. And actually, you may find it hard to believe, but doing these forgiveness sort of exercises, not only does it free you up from things that have happened in your past so that you can move on, it absolutely escalates your success. It frees your body of ailments, stress and anxiety that's holding you back there. And it's even been known to sort of double your income because, all of these are blocking our channels that are stopping us moving forward. So have a go at this. And just see how you get on. The first thing I want you to do is actually make a list. Make a list of anything or anyone that you feel has hurt you. And, and how that's made you feel. How has it hurt you? And then I've got a couple of little exercises. So the first one is called Gone with the Wind. This is about, picking up a feather or a leaf or something like that and blow on it and watching it float away as you say goodbye. As you say goodbye to the past or to anything or anyone that you need to release it from. So look at your list that you've written, the personal something that's hurt you. Look at that and then pick up a feather and blow it away and watch it float away as you say goodbye and let go to everything that's held you back there. I also want you to think about writing down what you want to let go of, specifically on a piece of paper, and again, just burn it. Tear it up or let it go in the wind there. And it's a very powerful releasing ritual to actually do that, to physically see something actually be shredded or to burn away, to do that. Next one is to use gratitude to aid all of your relationship. If you've got a particularly problematic relationship or situation that you want to improve, write a list of 10 things that you're grateful for about that person. I want you to write it like this. So write their name and then write what you're grateful for about them. So even if it's a broken relationship, for instance, you will have learnt something from that relationship. So take what you've learnt from that and use it to write 10 gratitude practices about that particular person. Again, remember, this is about releasing the pain from you. It's nothing to do with them. It's to allow you to move forward. If you're really short on time, another exercise, which is a really quick exercise, is just to do a breathing exercise. So breathing in very deeply, hold the air in, or hold your breath in for a few seconds, and then really slowly exhale. And as you slowly exhale, you're then, until you've got no air left, you're then going to say goodbye to your past and whatever it is you need to let go of again. So breathing in and very deeply, just exhale very slowly. Okay, no problem, Petra. No problem. Catch up later. Great to have you here. Have a go at that, the breathing one, if you're very short on time to do that. You could also write a letter to that person, and this is a letter that, that again addressed to that person that's wronged you in the past, or if something's happened, a situation. So you're going to write a letter. You're just not going to post it. So again, remember, others don't need to know that you forgive them for this to be effective. It's the forgiveness that happens inside of you. And my final one for you is to never go to sleep angry. It's something that I really, really believe in there. That, you know, whilst we're out asleep, our unconscious mind is doing all of the sort of the most fantastic work for us. So you really don't want, you know, during this very precious time for your unconscious mind to be working on anger. You know, it's wasting precious review time that you've got. I also say never go to sleep on an argument, and always give a kiss goodnight. So I want you to, all of those little techniques that I've given you there, I want you to spend a few moments each day just releasing and letting go. And, you know, the more and more that you can sort of embrace this present moment more fully, you can prevent these negative emotions, the unfulfilling relationships, and the situations holding you back. And then you're free to welcome in this new and exciting kind of experience and opportunities that 2020 has in store for you. All for you. Because you've got nothing blocking you from the past there. So have a go at those exercises and just, you know, pop them in the comments and let me know how you get on with them. And if you'd like to give yourself a really great Christmas present now, you know, just completely for you, then I have got my one-day NLP skills workshop on the 25th of January that I'm taking bookings for right now. I've just got a couple of places left on that, and it's a special treat for you. You know, really start 2020 with a bang. You know, clear up the things in just in one day. I do a demo of timeline therapy on there. We set goals. You know, we look at how we can control your emotions. It's a fab, fun-filled day of, you know, techniques that you can practically go away with and put in straight away. So, you know, drop me a message if you're interested, and, you know, have a wonderful, wonderful day. And this is the last live of 2019. So I'd love to wish you all a very, very happy Christmas. And here's to a really successful 2020 for all of us. Have a super festive holiday, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.